Hey guys, I am getting ready for my son's district basketball game, and I thought I would get ready together with you. So obviously I have none of the rest of my makeup on, but we're going to start with eyes because I haven't used this palette before, and so I want to make sure that if it's going to have fallout, my other makeup isn't on, so it's not a big deal. So I am going to be using the Persona Identity palette, the Identity 2. Actually, the Persona Identity 2 palette. I have the Persona Identity palette, the original one. That is one of my absolute favorite palettes in my whole collection. I have talked about it over and over and over again. I haven't used it on camera in a long time, but I use it like regularly in my everyday life because I love it. I had been talking about that I wanted to get the Identity 2 palette, and the ever so lovely and generous and kind Carla, her channel is Young at Heart, aka Carla. I will have that linked up here and down below for you to check her out and say hello. She sent me a message and was like, hey, don't buy yourself that palette. I bought it for you. So I could not believe it. And so she sent me a beautiful package right before Christmas. It's filled with lovely things that I use all the time. In fact, this I use every day. The Yes to Cucumbers Daily Eye Treatment. It's for sensitive skin, which I don't really have sensitive skin too much, but I love putting this under my eyes. It just gives extra moisture, and it doesn't do anything weird like with my other moisturizers or makeup or anything like that. Like I'm pointing at eyeshadow palette, but I mean like, you know, your face makeup and stuff. It doesn't like pill up or anything like that. And so I love it. So I use it all the time. She sent me this ice roller that is so like just wonderful when I have migraines, which I actually kind of feel like there could be one coming on. It's around that perfectly timed, you know, part of the month when I get them. So yeah, hopefully not. So I better take something before I go. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into a look with this palette. So here are the colors. As you can see, I have this blue shirt on. It actually has our school like logo and stuff on it. And I thought I would do, because our colors are blue and gold, that I would use this blue because it like kind of goes with this, and that gold looks amazing. So I am thinking a gold lid, blue underneath, and I have my NYX Epic Wear liner in the shade Chill Blue that Gloria, Mama Glow, I call her, sent me a while back, and so I thought that might be a good pairing with it too. So we are just going to get into a look and see what happens, and hopefully what happens is good. I already put my eyeshadow primer on, so we are good to go there. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead into, this will be where it gets tricky, because I'm not sure what colors I want to use as far as, oh yes I do, because I'm doing gold on top, so I'll keep it light up there. Okay, so I'm going to go into this Loyal shade as, you know what, am I? Indecisive. Actually, I think what I will do, yeah, let's try that. Let's go Loyal first, and if it's not dark enough, then I can just use a darker shade. No big deal. That's the beauty of makeup. So what have you guys been up to lately? This is actually being recorded on Friday, March 11th, which I just realized in a video that I filmed a part for before this. I never said what the date was, but that's okay. I mean, obviously I can tell when I go to record or when I go to edit. But so you guys will be seeing this later after that. Actually, you might be seeing this, you'll probably be seeing this 2 weeks after the fact, because I have stuff scheduled out over the next week, and so into the next one, because next week, well, I already had some things scheduled that I wanted to go out, and also then that weekend, it's going to be Thrifted Look for Less challenge on that Sunday. So if you didn't see it, I will link it up here. You'll want to check that out. It's my latest one. And so I've got that. And then we are actually going, I won't be doing my live that week. So this week that you're seeing this, you might see it the day that I would normally be doing my live. I'm not sure. Because my husband and my son Riley and I are going over to the west side of the state to go to a concert for like one of my absolute favorite bands, Fit for a King, is headlining it, and we're we got VIP so that we can do like a meet and greet with them. And they just did a new album, so we get to see some sneak peek stuff in VIP, so I'm super excited about that. And then they are with Silent Planet, which is another Christian metalcore band, and so I'm really excited to see them. And then another band called Hollow Front, which sounds pretty good. And then some other band that, you know, I don't know, I don't really care for, but whatever. They're only going to play a couple songs anyway. Oh, sorry. I went into Kind, which is right next to it, and it's that later one. Just to make it a little lighter right here. But yeah, so we are going to be gone. We're staying overnight over there, so that's going to be super, super fun. I've been really looking forward to it. So, yeah, fun stuff coming up. So I'm trying to get some videos recorded so that I have things for you guys to watch in case you just miss me terribly. I'm just kidding. No, but I like to keep my content consistent. So if I'm not going to be around for a Tuesday for a live and I know it, then I want to give something up that, you know, to go up that day. So, okay. So I think that's pretty good. Just a simple color there, just kind of blowing it out, but I don't want it to be too dark. And then we will go in with our trusty finger, and we're going to use that gold, which is unique, and I have high hopes for it. Usually, like in the other Persona palette, the shimmers are phenomenal, so I'm very intrigued. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, no different. Oh my gosh. This is like insanely foiled and awesome. Okay, I'm gonna have a hard time getting in close with my finger, so I'm gonna do the main part on the lids, and then I'm gonna take a brush so that I can get into the crevices everywhere and not get it all over the place. Because see how much, I mean, that's gonna transfer anyway. I always take it up a little bit because my hooded eyes transfer like that anyway. I am getting a tiny bit of fallout, which is fine. That's why I didn't do my face makeup first. And why I typically don't when I'm just doing my makeup. Okay, so I'm going to use this. It's actually a concealer brush from e.l.f. We're going to go in and just pat that into the corners and stuff. Wow, that's amazing. Yep. I had a feeling that other palette is phenomenal, and I don't know why it didn't get talked about, because it is so dang good. And so I am so excited about this. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Okay, let me get these caught up to each other and we'll be back. Okay, now next to that, just to kind of blend it in, I'm going to use this shade Brave. So it's just like a darker brown down here. But we're just going to tap into it lightly and use it to just deepen up that outer edge and blend. I am so impressed with this gold. Not surprised because of how good the other palette is, but you know, you never know. Like, you get really excited about, we know between, you know, within the same brand, you can have, you know, some palettes that are great and others that are not good at all. I think you see that a lot with like Natasha Denona's palettes, which is why I will never ever spend the money on them, because I can't believe how many of them. This has like an awesome huge mirror. This whole top part is a mirror. So I should do this so I can actually see closer. But yeah, I would never ever spend money on them because, well, I mean, obviously if you watch reviews first is the smart way to do it. Because you see so many times where people are like, this one is terrible, like and I'm like, that's ridiculous with how expensive they are. Like, there's no way they shouldn't all be like phenomenal. And that's why I'm like, I don't understand why you would spend the money on a palette like that when there's, you know, companies like Juvia's who totally kill it and are so reasonably priced. Like, number one, I just don't care about like name kind of stuff anyway, like name brand, whatever, you know, fancy. But like, I don't know, I don't get it. I'm like, it's eyeshadow. Like, I get it, you know, if you have the money and it's something you enjoy, like, whatever, go ahead. But people who are on, you know, budgets where you can't just drop $100 and some on a eyeshadow palette, yeah, no way. I wouldn't even like treat myself with that. Like to me, that wouldn't even be treating myself. I would feel like I epically wasted money. But that's just me. I'm not slamming anybody who likes to get them. Like, I'm just saying for my own personal, you know, collection. Okay. And then I'm going to take that first color we used, Loyal, and I'm going to take that kind of just over top of what I just did, just to blend it better and so it's not really dark. It wasn't super dark anyway, but I'm loving this so much. Okay, so let me go ahead and do my face makeup, and then we will come back to do my under eyes and that good stuff. And now most of my face is in, so we'll continue with the eyes. All right, so let's go ahead and we are going to run this Independent shade right here underneath my lower lash line, and I'm really excited about it because sometimes I really like the look of a shimmer on the lower lash line. It just looks cool. So let's see. I'm going to kind of stamp it. For two reasons. To give like more boldness, like more concentrated, and also in case there's fallout so that it will minimize the fallout. If you rub it, it's more likely to have little pieces fall. But honestly, the gold, the tiny bit of fallout I had, I just used a piece of tissue and wiped, and it was gone. Like, it was not something that was a big deal. It didn't just smear around my face or anything. Okay, perfect. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do my, I'm gonna use the Essence Black Midnight Sky and tightline my upper lash line, and then I'm gonna use that NYX in Chill Blue and do in the waterline and my mascara and stuff, and throw on some lips, and we will see. Oh wait, I didn't do an inner corner. I'm like, that just seems so, but you know what? There's not really a great color for an inner corner. There's no like light shimmer. And let's be real, you don't have to do an inner corner highlight when you do makeup, but I'll go ahead and just take some of that really light matte shade just to bring some brightness there. But you do not have to do, you know, sometimes we get stuck on these things like, oh, but that's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to do anything. You can do whatever you want. But I do like a little brightness there. And in case any of the blue transferred over, then that helps it. All right, now I'm gonna go do that stuff and we'll be back to finish up. Okay, and here's the finished look with that Black Midnight Sky, tightlining the upper lash line, the NYX in Chill Blue in the waterline, and then I, of course, do a double curl, double coat for my lashes, and I used the Wet n Wild Big Papa mascara. And on my lips, I went with the Ace Beauté Be Peachy lip liner and the Too Faced Sunday Funday lipstick. This is such a good, like, neutral nude combo. I love it. So usually I put a gloss over top, and I was like, nope, not today. Trying something different. I'm keeping going with my challenge to myself to try different things that I'm usually kind of self-conscious about and don't do, and just trying them and seeing what I think. So I really like the way it looks. We'll see how I feel about the way it feels, because I'm used to having something kind of glossy on my lips. So we shall see. But let me come up and show you the eyes up close. I can't wait to hear what you guys think of what these shadows look like, how the blend looks, because I think it looks pretty dang good. And I love that blue is like a slate blue, like a slate blue actually. So it's not like an in-your-face blue, but I feel like it's very pretty and complements the gold very well. And that gold is just phenomenal. I bet that blue all over the lid would be insane too. Actually, let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and swatch these shimmers for you so that you can see them all, because why the heck not? That is my favorite part of the original Persona palette. I mean, the mattes are amazing too, don't get me wrong, but the real stars of the show are the shimmers. And so I definitely want to give these their due, I don't know. Okay, so first up is Independent. So that is what I have underneath my lower lash line. Now it looks more, yeah, like a slate blue there, I would say. It has like a darker kind of tone. And then the gold is called Unique. The green is Driven. And it does have a little bit of a shift to it, it looks like. I don't know if you can see it. It's on like a dark base. The next one is Empowered. So if you can see, that's like a really pretty like burgundy kind of color with some more, kind of a little more like glitter in it, if you can catch that. And then down here, and I just lied to you, that was Confident. That one's Confident. This one is Empowered right here. So it's like a lighter burgundy. Almost seems like it has a bit of a shift too, to like a little bit of like an orangish. Really pretty. And then this really pretty kind of bronzy color here is Resilient. So Independent, Unique, Driven, Confident, Empowered, and Resilient. And that is something I really enjoyed about the names in the other palette too. They are like, they're fun to me. They're like sassy, and I won't be able to think of any of them right now because I just can't. But anyway, I enjoyed the names there too. So these ones are Honest, Kind, Loyal, Independent, Passionate, Unique, Driven, Confident, Empowered, Resilient, Brave, and Limitless. And I love that. So here are the shades again for you. And, oh, I missed one. What a doof. There's this other really beautiful shimmer up here called Honest. Ooh, yeah, what in the world? I'm going to be playing with that very soon. It's like a peachy, a really pretty peachy shimmer. The light's kind of drowning it out a little bit, but yeah. So 7 out of the 12 shades are beautiful shimmers. Yeah, maybe back further you can see that it's a little more peachy, but absolutely beautiful. Love the look that I created today. I'm excited to play in this more. Thank you so much, Carla. I'm so excited that it seems to be the same awesome quality that the first Persona palette was, because like I said, I absolutely love that palette. So I am very excited to play with this more and get into some of these other colors. And it'll be a great companion palette to the other palette too, because it has some other really great neutral, or not neutral, well, kind of like mattes and stuff. And like, I think like this peachy shade, there's some good like a orange kind of matte and stuff in that one. This one looks really pretty too. It's Passionate, but just a little bit different tones that will mix well with these more colorful shades, because the other one is just a more, yeah, like neutral kind of a palette. So thank you so much again. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you think. And off to watch my son play basketball, probably the last game of the year. And yeah, life is good, and I hope it is for you too. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.